Hi everyone! So it's been a long time since the last time I actually done a video, a month or something. I've been so busy. I've been doing so much stuff recently and, well, not so much stuff, I've been working throughout the weeks and at the weekends I've always had something on. I've been out with my friends, I've been seeing my family a lot more and everything, so it's been a good few weeks. But I am sorry that I've not managed to get up a video very much. So this is my first video in a while, and I hope everyone's doing quite well, because I'm doing pretty well. I'm starting to get everything together anyway, so I'm pretty happy about that. Most of the time actually at nights I've been spent watching something I would never actually watch, but one of my friends put it on and basically forced me to watch it, and I freaking love it. Fairy Tail, the anime. It is amazing. I have cried so much at it, I've laughed so much at it, and I finished all the English dub episodes and I'm right back at the start again to watch the rest of it. Because, I mean, at the start it was, not too sure if I like it or not, but I love it now and I'm back to the start to watch it. And I've decided I have the hots for Gray because he is just lovely. Very, very lovely. And that has literally been my day to day. I've done absolutely nothing apart from watching this. Now when I've recorded this, I think it's about 5 or 6 o'clock now. I woke up at 1. Yes, 1 in the afternoon, which is not normal for me. I'm normally up, sharp, out of my bed, but I was so tired. I've been tired all this week actually. Really, well, my legs have been absolute agony. Me and my sister went to a gym class on Wednesday. Yes, on Wednesday we went to a class, and it was a bums, tums and thighs class, and it was, the girl that spoke to me about it said that it was for not elderly, but if you've got problems with your hips and things, it's good for that. It was recommended for the elderly people, and we went and it wasn't at all recommended for it. I have bad hips myself and it was killing me. The class would have been good if it wasn't taken by that girl, I think. She never warmed anybody up properly, she never cooled anyone down properly. She never told you the exercise you were actually meant to be doing. So by the end of it you were confused and just sore. I mean, yeah, it was great, it worked my muscles and things, but I think it worked them the wrong way. I think that she could have done with a better explanation, a better warm-up, a better cool down, more breaks in between the exercises as well, especially when there was an older woman there who was just, she was dying as well. I mean the next day, it did work. By the next day my legs were killing me. I've been waddling about. My left leg decided to give out yesterday when I was walking in the middle of the street and I ended up kissing the pavement. It was extremely embarrassing, but there's not much I can do about it. And getting out of bed was hard on Thursday. But today they're better today. Well, they're not better today, but they're working. I can at least stand up, sit down and do anything. Getting up and down the stairs is just... But it's all on a step to getting fitter and better and happier. Oh, you might have noticed I've got my hair cut. I bleached it last year. Was it last year? Yeah, it was about June or July last year I decided to bleach my hair. And it's about here where the bleach actually started, and it was just dead, and my hair was about down to here. I've had so much cut off and I was so sad when I done it, but it's my own fault. I really need to just deal with the mistakes that I made. But I miss my hair. I'm always going to do something with it and it's just not there. I also I dyed it because the bleach was still there, but I had my ginger was all grown out and I had dyed it to get it just one colour. Unfortunately it went a completely different colour than what it was in the box. It was meant to be a shade only about 2 shades darker than this, but unfortunately it went brown, like dark brown. Even after a couple of washes it was still too dark. So I stripped it and it's worked. I'm ginger again and it's wonderful. However, it stinks. It smells like rotten eggs, and my hair, I done it on Sunday last week and it still smells like rotten eggs. It's disgusting. But actually it's not too bad. It smells more like Aussie shampoo at the moment. This is pretty good. But yeah, it'll grow again eventually. At the moment, as I said, it is short, but it'll grow. I miss my hair. Oh well, as I said, I've got to just put up with the mistakes that I made. Unfortunately, it was a bad mistake, and I will never bleach my hair again. If anybody even thinks about, like, if you're going lighter at all, it is a nightmare on your hair. So I think for a while I'll keep it my natural colour. I mean, I love my ginger, I do. I would never stray away from ginger permanently because I do love my hair colour, but it's fun sometimes to go a different colour. I usually vary between my natural ginger and a vibrant red. I love the red in my hair. It's not much of a, it's more of a burgundy colour that I go, but it's a very, very nice colour. But this is just me. So anyway, when I got it cut, I nearly cried. But there was a girl actually in the hairdressers, it was quite funny. The woman who was cutting my hair, when she came over to me and asked me, what would you like done with your hair? And I says, I want it all chopped off. And she just looked so defeated, and I asked her what was wrong. And she says, oh, well, the girl that just left, her hair was really, really long, and she asked me to cut it all off, and she cried when the woman cut it off. And she says, it's what she asked for. However, you could see the regret in her eyes, apparently, and she was so upset with the fact that all her hair had been cut off. But anyway, this is me now, getting back healthy and natural again. Hopefully in the next maybe 3 years I'll be long again, but I have to put up with it for now. What else has been happening? Oh, I nearly took a head-on collision in my car the other day there. Yesterday actually. I was driving home from work, and normally I'm straight off the motorway into the house, but I was fancying a wee bit of drive. I was in a bit of a bad mood the last few days. So I went for a wee bit of a longer drive, and I was stuck behind this person going at 40 miles an hour. It was a 60 and they were going at 40, so I was a little bit, come on, move. So I started to overtake them. Now I don't overtake that often because I'm terrified of overtaking, but there was no cars. It was a long straight road and there was like no cars coming. But I started to overtake them, and then they decided to speed up to 60. So, and the car that was behind me then sped up to be behind the slow car. So I had to speed up to about 80 miles an hour to get in front of them because the car had started to come towards me, and I was absolutely terrified. But see people like that who decide that when someone's overtaking you, you're just going to speed up. It's so dangerous, and it's so horrible to have that feeling knowing that there's a car coming right towards you, and you know, it was horrible, absolutely horrible. It's not so bad. People do when I'm on the motorway, but at least then you've got no cars coming towards you. But on the normal roads like that, it was absolutely terrifying. I mean, when I got home, I sat down, and after 2 hours, I was still a bit shaky about it. It was horrible. But anyway, that'll be the last time that I try to overtake someone. Because I know how dangerous it is, so I try not to overtake people just so that I'm safe. But I mean, this guy was going at 40 miles an hour, and it was a pretty easy road, so I wondered why he was going that slow. Turns out he was just a dick. So that was horrible, so horrible. But what can you do about it? I'll just not be overtaking again for a while. Yeah, what else have I been up to? Oh, I bought a couple of new dresses. I don't actually buy many dresses because I really can't afford to spend so much money just on dresses. I normally get my dresses off Boohoo, and just keep it, you know, nice and plain and simple for work. But I bought 2 dresses, not for work actually. I put a photo of one of them up on my Instagram. It's such a beautiful dress. It's a pinky peachy colour on the bottom, and at the top it's like this dress, but it comes straight down, and it's white and lacy at the top, and it's so pretty. But that's for a special occasion, which I'll tell you about in a minute. So it's not. It depends on who you are and where you come from if it's that exciting to you. But the other one was just for. It wasn't just for a night out. I bought it with the night out in mind, but it's a really nice dress, and I actually wore it to work on Friday as well. And it's a plain black dress, and it's got thin straps. Thin straps, and it comes down, and obviously all the dresses I wear are skirt dresses, I love them. It comes out at the waist, and at the bottom there's a white stripe, a mesh stripe, and then another white stripe, and it's so simple, but it's such a nice dress, and it's really, really nice for work as well. The other one I won't be able to wear to work, it's too fancy. But anyway, special occasion I was saying about, it's called the Bo'ness Fair Day. Now, Bo'ness is my hometown, and it's a children's festival, or I don't know if anybody else does things like this, but the gala days, that's also like another name for it. But basically, how do I describe it? Each school has their year of it being like their school year, and you get the Queen, and if it's your school year, the Queen is in the primary 7. I don't know what it would translate to the other countries, but primary 7, you go into, when you're about 4 or 5, you go into primary 1, and then it goes up to primary 7, then you're into your first year at high school. But anyway, in primary 7, that's the Queen's class, and all the younger ones are fairies or flower girls or presentees. Presentees do the dances, and you just get to wear this really, really nice dress, and just it's a celebration of your school and of children, and it's such a good day in Bo'ness. So when you're younger, that's what it is. You get up, if you've been picked for a fairy or a flower girl or a presentee or the ladies in waitings or the Queen even, you get up, you put all your nice clothes on, and you go and you're in the big processions and everything like that, and it's such a special day for you when you're that age. Even if you're not like part of that, you still get all your nice clothes on, and you go around with the schools and you watch all the, it's so good. You'll probably find something about it on Google or on YouTube somewhere, because my explanation is not that good, but all the schools get involved. And even like, say you're a fairy, in front of your house, your mum or parents or whoever is looking after you builds this big thing that says, you know, my kid's a fairy, and what we call arches. It's always the last Friday in June, and on the Thursday before it, the day before, everybody in town goes out into the streets. I mean, like, streets get blocked off and everything, just to go around and look at these arches. And the Queen's is always so magnificent. It's usually like the whole size of the house. It's so good, it really is. But anyway, so that's what it's like for the kids. For the adults, it is basically a drinking festival. You just, well, not exactly a drinking festival, but you go out, you celebrate your kids, and everyone just goes to parties. But I mean, for me and my family, we wake up, we get ready. I'll have a wee drink in the morning. Just one, like we always have just one before you leave. And then we go down to this wee bar. It's not so much a bar, it's more like a band hall, like the types of places where like the Brownies or like the Scouts and things, like a hall like that, but there's a bar attached to it. And we always have one drink there, and then we go up and watch the crowning of the Queen and everything that happens there. And then we go back to my grand's house and we have some lunch. She always puts out a wee spread for everybody. And then you go and you watch the whole procession, because it goes all the way around Bo'ness and back up past my grand's house. And we sit and watch that there. Then my mum this year, she's having a barbecue. So we're going to go there, have something else to eat, have a few drinks, and then go to a party. And I mean, it doesn't sound like much, but it is one of the biggest days in Bo'ness. It's actually the biggest children's festival in the whole of Scotland. It's amazing, it really is. And I mean, the kids have a great time, they really, really do, and all the adults have a great time as well. I mean, there's some people who don't enjoy it, which is fair enough. It's not their thing, it's not their thing, but I absolutely love it. It's the first day off in a year that I always ask for from work. This year I've actually got the Thursday and the Friday off, because I've got the cats. And since I live out of town, I'll be going down on the Thursday with my cats to my mum's house. And the timing was a bit bad. I would finish at 5. I'd get home for 5:30. I would have to get the cats and everything ready, get my dinner, get me ready, go down to Bo'ness. And I mean, you head out to go around the arches at 6 o'clock or 6:30. So it would be so rushed if I was to stay here on the Thursday night. So I've got the half day, I'll be finishing at 1, and I'll be going straight down to Bo'ness to get all the barbecue stuff ready. Taking my little kitties with me. and I'm not coming back probably till the Saturday or the Sunday, because I'll be too hungover on the Saturday, so it'll probably be the Sunday. And usually my mum does something else on the Saturday, but my mum's best friend, she's called Auntie, who lives down in Liverpool, she's coming up as well, so I'm assuming that there's going to be some drinking going on, because my mum and my aunties, they love a good drink, especially when it's something like the fair day, so it will be such a good time. I'm so excited for it. As I said, it sounds so sad considering it's a children's festival and I'm so not a child anymore, but I'm so excited, so it'll be really, really, really good. But yeah, that's what that other dress is for. The pink one with the white lace on it, that's for that day, and I'm so excited to wear it because it's such a lovely dress. I probably could wear it to work, although it seems a wee bit too fancy, but the other girls that I work with also wear really, really, really nice fancy clothes. I mean, one of the girls refuses to shop in any of the cheap, I'm not saying the cheap shops, I mean I go to New Look and you can get a dress for £30, and for me £30 is okay for a dress, but that's too cheap for her, and she won't shop in any of those types of shops at all. It's got to be designer stuff, and she's always got lovely dresses on. So I mean, I probably could wear a dress like that to work. They're all pretty well dressed up there actually. Most of them are quite rich up there actually. But no. So that's what I've been up to. Not much, but I mean, as I said, I've been out most of the weekends. I'm now back to the gym again. I'm going to see my mum and my gran and everybody more often. I'm getting my life together. I'm also thinking about university. I never got a chance when I was younger to go to university. I left school and got a job straight away. Full-time job as well, so I didn't have the time to be able to go to university. However, there's a law degree course that's part-time at Strathclyde Uni, and it's pretty much perfect. It's at night, and it just takes you at really your own pace. It's for people like me who have left school quite young and never managed to do anything like this. So my plan, well, I'm not saying my plan, I would really, really like to go, but because I would be classed as a graduate entry because I'm a paralegal, I wouldn't get funding for it, so I would have to pay £3,000 a year, which unfortunately I don't have at the moment. It also takes 5 years to complete, so by the time that I actually even get out of university, I would be about 30 odds. It's a big decision to make, but I would really quite like to go because, I mean, just now I'm quite happy with what I do. I go to work, I do my work, I come home, I'm happy with that. But I would quite like to do more. I mean, the solicitor I work with, she's amazing, she really is. She's a good lawyer, she's so nice as well. She loves her clients, she really does. And I want to be that type of person. I want to be the lawyer who helps people. I mean, you get your family lawyers, your criminal lawyers, your employment lawyers and things, but what she does is a private client lawyer, which you help with, well, you do wills, you do powers of attorney, you do estate administration and things like that, which is what I actually do just now as a paralegal. But I mean, you get to interact with the clients, and the clients are also lovely as well, and that's the type of lawyer I would quite like to be. But again, 5 years at university, then I would have to find somewhere a traineeship, which is 2 years long, and then after that find somewhere to actually work. It would be amazing in the long run, but it's just getting the funding for it, which is unfortunately the biggest problem, is that I don't really have the money to be doing that at the moment. But hey ho, that's my thoughts, and that's what I've been battling with at the moment. Actually, is wondering if I should do that or not. It'd be good to go further in life. I mean, as I said, I'm happy with the job I'm doing. The job's really, really good, and I love the job that I'm doing. Yeah, I've had quite a few down days recently. I'm normally quite happy. I'm actually quite a generally happy person, but I don't know, I've having quite a few bad days recently. I'm feeling a lot better now. I went for a big walk last night with my friend. It was not a big walk, we only went for about an hour and a half, but it was a really, really good walk. And I always think walking helps. No matter who you are or what you're doing, a walk always makes things better. Even if you just stick your headphones in and just go, whatever, or a drive. I wish I had the diesel to go for a drive. I can't afford it now because it's so close to payday, but a drive also really, really helps. And Scotland is absolutely stunning. See, when you go up past my work actually, up that way, when you go north, It's just stunning. It really is such a beautiful scenery. And when it gets this time at night, it's always really good to, I think it's about 7 o'clock now actually. It's always good to get out because you can catch the sundown when you're away, and the hills are just really, really nice. And I do wish I had the diesel to go, but unfortunately I don't. I might go for a walk again actually, because it's a nice day and it's a nice night. But anyway, if I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably just sit and watch more Fairy Tale actually. I need to go to the shop at some point actually, because I've no food left. Unfortunately, I've not it's not a big problem of course, but I've not got any alcohol left, and I really quite like a drink on a Saturday night. I'll just wait and see what happens. It's still early. But anyway, I have talked now for quite a while, so I am going to let you all get away, and I hope you really enjoy your evening, your weekend. As I always say, I will try to get more videos up. I've just been really, really busy recently, which is a good thing, by the way, because I always used to just sit around and nothing all the time. But now I've got more time to do stuff now. Now that I'm so skint, because I spent all the money. Anyway, I hope you all have a nice weekend, and I will speak to you all hopefully next weekend. So bye.